Setelah make process zero. I got another pen as well. Yes, good. Okay, all of you all do these questions. There are three Roman numbers, Roman one, two, three. Start answering them, and I'll be discussing them at 16. Why is my video not working? Did you give live? What do you mean? Did you give live? Who took the video resistance? I don't know. Why is my video not showing? Perfect. The time is up. Those who are done, raise their hands up. How many people were able to do on time? Those who are up, raise your hands up in Zoom. Let's see. Yeah, only three of you all were able to do on time. See, 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 see. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes more quickly. I'll start discussing 6:15. Pika is a very easy question. Just now join. Why late? Okay, your time is up. Let's check your answers. Can't give more than this time. Write the octal value of 2f1 base 16. Let's find the answer. 2f1 base 16. Okay, if it's a base 16 number, you know it's a hexadecimal number. Okay, if it's having the base 16, it's obviously going to be a hexadecimal number. Now tell me, from hexadecimal, can we convert to octal directly? Is it possible? Yes or no? No, you can't convert from hexadecimal to octal directly. So there are two alternative methods. Either you can convert this number to decimal and convert that answer to octal, or convert this number to binary and convert that answer to octal. So converting binary is comparatively easy. So I'm going to convert this hexadecimal to binary, and then the binary answer I'm going to convert it back to octal. Now, if you take hexadecimal number, this 251, right? This hexadecimal number system, it has another name, also known as a 4-bit number system. We also call the hexadecimal number system as a 4-bit number system. The reason we call this a 4-bit number system is if you take a hexadecimal digit to represent one digit, we are going to use 4 bits, right? So based on that, tell me, here you can see there are 3 hexadecimal digits. 2 is one of the hexadecimal digit, F is one of the hexadecimal digit, and 1 is another hexadecimal digit. So in total, how many bits do you think I will need to represent this number? The word bit means binary digits. Huh? The word bit means binary digits. So based on what I said, tell me, total how many binary digits will I need to represent this number 251, 2f1? You need 4 bit per digit. So number 1 will have 4 digits to represent it. F will have 4 digits to represent it. And number 2 will have 4 digits to represent it. So total how many? 4 plus 4 plus 4. Here 4 bits, here 4 bits, here 4 bits. Total. Yes, total 12 bits are going to be used. So we are going to figure out what those 12 bits are. There is a shortcut for that. Before I show you the shortcut, first of all, tell me, if you take hexadecimal, the number 15 is that, what is the value of this number 15? Normally in hexadecimal, we don't represent 2-digit numbers as it is. We always assign a number for 2-digit numbers, right? So what is the value we have given? What is the 2-digit number that has valued with a capital letter F? A is 10, B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, E is 14, and F is 15. So the number of F is basically equal to the number 15. Keep in mind, hexadecimal digits, we don't write 2-digit numbers as it is. Instead, for those 2-digit numbers, we have assigned a specific letter. So what I did is I wrote the value. Now I want to figure out what are those 4 bits under representing number 1, what are those 4 bits representing number 15, and what are those 4 bits representing number 2. There's a shortcut for that. What you do is write the first 4 bits place values. That is 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, and 2 to the power 3. Okay. The first 4 bits place value, because we're going to represent each digit using 4 bits. I'm going to write the first 4 bits place value, 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, and 2 to the power 3. Separately, separately, separately. Now, to form the number 1, I will need only 1 here. To form the number 15, I have to add 8 plus 2, 10, plus 4, 14, plus 1, 15. To get the number 2, I need only number 2. So what I did here is, after I wrote the place values of the first 4 bits, okay, forget about the theoretical part, I just wrote 1248, 1248, 1248, and then I circle the numbers I need in order to find the value. So number 1 can be represented using only 1. 15 can be represented by adding all these 4 digits. 2 can be represented only using 2. Next, what you do is, below the numbers you need, write 1. Below the numbers you don't need, write 0. Now you have the binary numbers representing respectively. These are the 4 bits representing number 2. These are the 4 bits representing number 15. And these are the 4 bits representing number 1. Once you found that, you just have to combine them together and you get your final answer as 0010 fobble 1 0001. This is the binary value equivalent to 2f1 base 16. Should we write the place with marks provided? It says how your marks will be provided is if you can find the binary answer any method you want, you get 1 mark for this. For getting the binary answer, you get 1 mark. But leaving that thing aside, tell me I will clear on how I got this binary number. Clear all of you? So now I am done converting this hexadecimal number to binary. To get the final answer, I have to convert this binary number into octal. If you take octal, octal has a special name as well. What is the special name we give for the octal number system? Why did you circle only some? What I did was to get this number 1, I was like, what are the place values I have to add together? To get this number 15, what are the values I have to add together? To get 15, I have to add all 4. To get 1, I have to take only 1. To get number 2, I need only 2. So to get the respective number, what are the values I have to add together? Those numbers will I circle. Got it? Anyways, just like how for hexadecimal we say 4-bit number system, for octal we have a special name called as a 3-bit number system. 3-bit number system. So based on that, what do you mean by that is basically in hexadecimal, we are going to represent so in octal, we are going to represent every octal digit using 3 bits. So these 3 bits, bit means a binary digit. These 3 bits are going to represent 1 octal digit. These 3 bits are going to represent another octal digit. These 3 bits are going to represent another octal digit. And these 3 bits are going to represent another octal digit. So what we're going to do is we're going to segment them into 3 bits by 3 bits because octal is a 3-bit number system. So if you segment it like that, the 3-bit sets you'll be getting is you'll be having one set called 001. You'll have another set called 011. You'll have another set called 110. And you'll have another set called 001. These are the 4 sets you're going to have. Now you got to figure out what is the value of this number, what is the value of this number, what is the value of this number, and what is the value this number is holding. So what you can do is below every digit, you can just write here the place values. Again, 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2. Just the first 3 bits place values. Then wherever there is 0, cut the place value. See, wherever there is 0, below that I have cut the place values. Now write the sum of the remaining under every set. So there you can see 4 sets now. For 4 sets, write the sum of the remaining value. In the last set, only 1 is remaining. In the second set, 4 and 2 is remaining. So sum of the remaining is 4 plus 2, which is 6. The next set, 2 and 1 are remaining. Sum of the remaining is 2 plus 1, 3. Last set, only 1 is remaining. So once I figure out that, again, just combine them together. Your final answer is 1361 base 8. Is this the only way to change the hexadecimal to octal? No, I told you, right? You have 2 methods. Either you have to convert to binary or you have to convert to decimal. Converting binary is easy. So I have converted H, but it's binary. If you want, you can convert to decimal as well. But this is how you obtain the answer. For getting the binary value, you can put 1 mark. For getting the final answer correct, you can put 1 mark there. Is this clear, all of you? Got it? Right. So if your answer is correct, put 2, for 1 mark for the binary and 1 mark for the octal. That's how the marks has been broken. If you convert a decimal, then if your decimal answer is correct, 1 mark for the decimal answer and 1 mark for the final answer. And if you got the final answer correct, then definitely our decimal answer also has to be correct. Anyone having any other questions there? If there is, drop in the chat. The next one. Table 1 contains a generation of programming language and table 2 contains the details related to the contents of table 1. Match the pairs by drawing lines. Okay, let's do it. Now, if you take this question here, out of the given softwares, Excel, GIMP, disk defragmentation, Ubuntu. Before I come for that, first of all, tell me, when you say commercial software, Are these free softwares or are these paid softwares? When you use a word called commercial, are we referring to free softwares or paid softwares? Correct. We are referring to paid softwares. Keep in mind, commercial means paid. Commercial or as the word licensed. From commercial and license mostly are paid softwares. Now, if you go through the answers, you can see what do you call certain values. I mean, certain examples given. Out of these examples, which one is actually a paid software? Excel, GIMP, disk fragmentation, or Ubuntu? Yes. Only Excel out of all of this is actually a paid software. You pay to Microsoft, what do you call, company, in order to use it. Okay. So answer here is going to be Excel. GIMP. What does this mean? It's a name of software. You learned that in the grade 11 lesson number 4. It's a software which is used to create posters, designs, any digital graphics. System software. Okay. Now, if you take your softwares in your computer, normally you can categorize them mainly as system softwares and application softwares. Okay. Like system software are the compulsory softwares. Like for your computer in order to run, it needs these softwares, right? Now, for example, if you take, let's say if you take yourself, in order for you to walk on the road, obviously you have, let's say if you take a man, he has to wear a shirt, he has to wear a trouser. Okay, these are like a compulsory thing. But wearing, let's say, sunglass, wearing cap, those accessories are those like compulsory stuffs where you wear, going somewhere. So shirt and trouser, okay, you can say it's compulsory, right? But accessories are those stuffs that are compulsory. No. Similarly, if you take software in a computer, there are certain softwares which are compulsorily needed in order to use your application, in order to use your computer smoothly. Those softwares we need compulsory is there. They are the system software. On the other hand side, these application softwares are, you can download these softwares to make your work easy, but it is not compulsory to use these softwares. Got it? Okay. So out of these given what do you call examples, what is the compulsory software which you have in your computer? I'm going to number this as 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which one? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? What is the system software given here? You actually can categorize your system software into 3 categories. Okay. One of the category we have is we have something called utility software. Then we have something called operating system. And we have something called language translator. Out of the given answers, Ubuntu is an example for an operating system. And disk defragmentation is a type of utility software. Okay. So both these answers are valid. But again, let's go through the remaining answer and filter. And then let's make sure we can make a proper decision. Now, if you take system software, even this is also system software, this is also system software. So decide exactly which answer we are going to match with that. Let's pause and let's find the other answer. Right. Open source software. When you use the word called open source software, are we referring mainly to free softwares or open source software? Are they paid? If you take majority of the open source software, are they paid or are they free? Correct. Majority of the open source software, they're actually free softwares. Out of the given applications, if you see, the GIMP is a free software, right? GIMP is actually a free software. And Ubuntu is also a free software. Okay. If you take Ubuntu, Ubuntu is a free and open source operating system. Okay. Aren't all operating systems uh, free and open source? No. Windows is not free. Mac is not free. Aren't all open source softwares free and open source? No, some are there within a community, it's open source. That means like if you are in that community, like it's a bit advanced idea. But imagine, for example, my tunes. My tunes are something that's free for all of you. But it's not free for anyone. If you're joining my classes, you get that free. Something like that. Did that make sense? Okay, perfect. So yeah, what you call GIMP is also free software, Ubuntu is also open source software. Technically, that's coming for both. Again, let's filter our answer. Application software. Out of the given answers, Excel and GIMP both are application software. Excel we have already taken here, right? So what we can choose for application software is we can choose GIMP here as application software. Now, if I have taken GIMP as application software, then tell me out of the remaining answers, what is more suitable to take as open source software? Is it 3 or 4? Exactly. It's going to be open. The Ubuntu is going to be open source software. It's an open source operating system. Keep in mind. And then remaining one we have this defragmentation, which is going to be taken as a system software. Now, if you look at these answers, certain ones are possible to come under two, but you have to match it. It is more precise. Use of Ubuntu. It's an operating system, man. It's like how you have Windows, Android, iOS, macOS. It's operating system, Ubuntu. So these are either matching pairs. Is that clear, all of you? Can put half marks each. Anyone having any other questions here? Do people use Ubuntu nowadays? Yeah. In certain schools, they use Ubuntu only as a main operating system in the labs and all because Ubuntu is a free software. Because if you're going to have Windows, you have to pay and take Windows in school labs. So, like if you have, in our school, we had Ubuntu basically. We didn't have Windows. I mean, senior lab had Windows, junior lab had Ubuntu. That's how. So it will vary. In certain schools, you can find the use for labs. But Windows is better, right? Depends on the purpose. It's like you're comparing a carpenter and electrician, and you're saying the carpenter is a better laborer, no killer. Carpenter has his work, electrician has his work. They can do certain things in common, but they are two different artists in two different worlds. Okay, next. In order to provide for general purpose as a student, obviously Windows is better because you imagine if I come and give you a what do you call scissor versus I come and give you a blade to a, let's say small child, a primary grade one, grade two child. I have a scissor and I have a blade. Using blade, you can cut stuff more easily, like more precisely. Cutting, let's say you have a lot of papers to be cut in a straight line, like a bulk of papers. Cutting with the blade is very easy. But can I expect a small child to cut that set of papers properly using the blade with all the safety measures? I prefer sword. It is small child when cutting the blade, they might sometimes harm themselves. So then you can give a scissor. Okay, use a scissor and cut the papers. So depending on the situation, the equipment you use can change, but that doesn't mean this is useless and that is good or whatever. It has its own purpose. I see some people like Ammar Ghani, what do you call? He'll cut papers using sword. It seems. See, there are people like that as well. Anyways, next. But it's hey, actually, I had to give you 1 mark, man, not 2 marks, 2 marks. Anyways, fine. Shape. In order to provide security for the computer lab in a school, students who have permission to use a lab are required to enter their school admission number and a password to a device installed at the door. Right. Okay. So they are saying if you want to enter, you need to enter. I mean, if you want to come inside the lab, you have to give the admission number and your password. Okay. Tell me, should you both of them correctly, or should you give either one of them correctly? The admission number is X, password is Y. Is it required to give both of these data correctly, or is it required to give either one of them correctly in order to enter the lab? What do you think, practically think? They have mentioned as next sentence. If both admission number and passwords are correct, the door is it will be open. Exactly. Both of them has to be correct. So they have mentioned if either one of them are or both are incorrect, the door will not be opened. Now they are given you a logic gate. See, they are given a truth table and they are saying copy the above table, blah 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 blah, and fill in. Okay, fine. Now, if you take X and Y, right? X and Y are admission number and password, right? So if you take X, which is the admission number, either the entire admission number it can be correct, or else the entire admission number it can be wrong. On the other hand side, if you take Y, which is the password, either the password you entered can be correct, or else the password you entered can be wrong. Okay. So if I'm going to use, let's say, a application, or if I'm going to use a system to check, okay, if I'm going to use a system to check the password or check the admission number, tell me, when I'm checking something, when I'm checking this data, am I going to check is it correct, or is my question going to be is it wrong? Which part will I check? Let's say you're supposed to do something, you're supposed to check something. Will you check is it working, or will you check is it not working? What's your approach basically? Obviously, it's hard to check if it's not working. Because if you just keep it as it is, it will be like not working, right? So what if you want to check is item, what do you call correct or not? I mean, if you want to check if item is what do you call running or not functioning or not functioning, you have to basically check is it working. You're going to check is it working. Okay, you're going to check is it correct. So when you're going to let's say check is it correct, when you're going to check is the entire admission number correct, then the answer is going to be yes or no, right? So for example, if you're supposed to check is it correct, only when it's correct you're going to say yes. If it is not correct, I'm going to tell yes. Imagine I gave you instrument, I have given you like electronic equipment to check is it working. Now you're checking. Still, it's not working. Now, while it is not working, will you give me a reply? You're testing it. It's not working. If it is not working, I'm going to give me a reply. You're still checking, huh? Will you give me a reply? No. You'll give me a reply only when it's working, right? Similarly, if you take these circuits as well, we have sensors to check certain stuffs. So if I'm going to use a sensor to check is admission number correct, it will give me a response. It will give me a signal only if it is correct. So therefore, I'm going to say this sensor called X is going to give me 1 if it is correct and 0 if it is wrong. So 0 doesn't have value. 1 has a value. Normally, if you take computers, 1 has value and 0 doesn't have value, right? So what I'm going to do is I'll be like, okay, if it's working, I'm going to give you 1. Similarly, if the password is correct, I'm going to give the signal 1. If it is wrong, it's 0. 0 means there is no signal. So if you take the instances, there could be one instance where the entered admission number is wrong as well as the password is wrong. There could be another instance, admission number is wrong, but password is correct. There could be another instance, admission number is correct, password is wrong, and there could be another instance where both of them are correct. These are the possible instances. No, here both password and admission number both are wrong. Here both of them are correct. Here the admission number is wrong, password is correct. Here password is wrong, but admission number is correct. These are possible instances, right? I will put 0 and 1 to create the truth table. Now tell me, out of all these given instances, let me call this 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of all these 4 instances, okay, this is one instance, this is another instance, this is another instance, and another instance, okay? Out of all these 4 instances, in which instance do you think the door has to be open? Is it only 1, only 2, only 3, only 4, or 1 and 2, or 1 and 3, or 1 and 4, or all 4? Like exactly in which one should the door be open? Exactly. The door has to be open. The door has to give a signal. Ah, okay, now you can open the door only when both password and admission is correct. In remaining scenarios, it should not open. So this is how you practically fill the truth table. Is that clear, all of you? Without using any gates, using practical knowledge, how you do is it's like this. You based on the given data, you analyze the given situation, and you fill the table. Perfect. So if you got your answers correct, if you had filled this truth table correctly, exactly, put 1 mark. Any questions? Drop in the chat. I'm going for the B part. Draw the logic gate represented by the above table. Indicate the input and output clearly. Okay. If you look at this scenario, you can see the output is 1 only when both the inputs are 1, right? What type of gate have these kind of a idea? Is it not gate, AND gate, OR gate, NAND gate, or NOR gate? Only when both the inputs are 1, output is 1. Exactly. It looks like the AND gate. So how you can draw is you can put X and Y like this, going through an AND gate, and the result is coming to Z. The question has clearly mentioned to show the input and output clearly. So only if you have mentioned X, Y, Z, AND gate. Only if you mention all 4 parts correctly, you get 1 mark here. Is that clear, all of you? Understood how I did this question? Again, if you have any doubts, drop them in the chat. Going for the next one. So this is the last one I gave you before I went. Let's check your answer here. Match column A with column B and write matching letters with the correct number. Right. URL stands for a uniform resource locator. Normally, if you go websites and all, the top you can see here, like a set of characters. That's the URL you can see. Out of the given answers here, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, which one looks like a URL? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Correct. It's the second one which looks like a URL. Next, search engine. Normally, if you want to find a website and if you can't remember the name of the website, like domain name of the website, you can use the so-called search engine. Now, for example, let's say you want to access the Master ID website, but you can't exactly remember the URL or you can't exactly remember the domain name. So you go to Google and you just type Master ID. So you can see it lists out all the possible websites that has this word called Master ID. So you can directly click on this and be like, okay, this is the website I wanted, right? So for you to go and what do you called, if you don't know the exact domain name or if you don't know the exact URL, you can access the website using search engine. Out of the given answers, which one is actually a search engine? Is it 1, 3, or 4? Someone, number. Exactly. So, why there's no logo on Master IT search? There is logo. It's basically white color inside a pane there. Alternatives are in a way. Google, Yahoo. Yahoo is a search engine here. Apart from Yahoo, what's a famous search engine we have? Like the best search engine, which is very famous. Correct. The most famous search engine is Google. Google Chrome is not a search engine. Google Chrome is a browser. Google is the search engine. Exactly. My FP agency is more powerful. That's a different story. But as per your knowledge, it's going to be the Google. That's going to be the most famous, powerful search engine we have. Next, stage of web development process. Okay, we're not developing a website. The first part is there is basically you identify the client's requirement, then you start designing the website, okay, and you start coding the website. Once you're done coding the website, what do you call? You publish your website, and you test your website, then you publish your website. Once you publish your website, there's a part of maintenance as well. Now, for example, if you're coming for classes, again at the moment, if I go for the website, it might be showing me only 1 week class. So for December 4th. But if you come and check the website in January, it will be showing you January week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. It will show you the January classes. The reason is because monthly we go and update the website. We go and schedule the lessons in the website. So there are some changes. There are some updates we have to do for the website. Like if we take our website, once a month we do. Apart from that change, apart from scheduling lessons, normally whenever there's classes, we approve invoices. Like if you're doing a bank transfer, you will upload a receipt, right? That's again a part of updating or maintaining the website, right? So if you take a website, there are certain, but after you publish the website, you can't just wait. Again, it depends on the website, but based on website, after you publish the website, there are parts of maintaining or it's updating the website as well. Okay, so that updating and managing, that's actually a part of maintaining a website. That one word for this update and manage we call as maintenance. This stage we call as maintenance. But what we do here is we update the websites and manage these stuffs like approving or rejecting invoices, scheduling classes, all those stuffs. Got it? And then finally, the remaining answer, Blue Griffin, it's a web authoring tool. Okay. If you take web authoring tool, these are like applications which you could use to create websites. They used to create websites. Now, if you take websites, using web authoring tools, are we going to use coding and create website or is it no code? In these web authoring tools, are we going to have coding or without coding? What is it mainly done with using web authoring tool? Exactly. If you take web authoring tool, we are not going to deal with coding. This is basically developing websites without coding. Now, we are going to develop website without coding. You can use a web authoring tool or you can use a content management system as well. If you want without coding, you can use something called as web authoring tools, or else you can do this using a content management system as well. Out of them, if you take web authoring tools, using this, which lesson? Grade 10, lesson number 5. See, grade 11, lesson number 5. If you take web authoring tools, using web authoring tools, are we making static websites or dynamic websites? Correct. Using web authoring tools, we make static websites. And then using CMS, content management systems, here you can create dynamic websites or static websites. Practical, you can do both, but mostly we use CMS to make a dynamic website. Like WordPress is a content management system which you can use to create a dynamic websites. The main difference between a static website and dynamic website is in static website, you can see certain changes, all those happening with time. Now, for example, if I come for this website, you can see this class is scheduled for December 26th, 7:30 p.m. If I come and just check this website at 7:31, okay, at 7:31, it will disappear. Why? It's automated inside the website is made in such that with time I can update the data, or based on which city you're accessing, I can update the data. Okay, it is dynamically changing. Normally, any website you see a login system, it's going to be definitely a dynamic website. Now, for example, if I go here for grade 10, it should add to cart, right, that button. But if I go to grade 11, it should be view lesson. The reason it's showing me view lesson is because this lesson has been already purchased by this person. If I'm logging in, it has already been purchased. That's why it's showing me as view lesson, right? So for example, in grade 10 class, I didn't have that. It was able to differentiate this. For me now, if you go and check sometimes in grade 11, it will show you add to cart, the grade 11. The reason is because sometimes you wouldn't have purchased it. So only if you have purchased, lesson will show. See, based on who is logged in, it knows, did this person purchase or not? So if you had purchased, show as view lesson. If you're not purchased, show as add to cart. So based on user, based on the time, all those stuff, the values gets modified. The data gets modified. That's how dynamic website works, right? Now here in my schedule page, it's showing me what you call the upcoming lesson. See, even today's paper class is being shown here because that's purchased on the website. But if you have not purchased all these lessons, it will not show you. Now, if I here it's not showing me the grade 10 lesson, but if I have purchased the grade 10, it will show the grade 10 as well. So this is how a dynamic website based on user, time, location, all those stuff, it can modify the data. But if it is a static website, it can't, right? Like example for static website I can show is this website, let's say house.mastermed. In this website, anyone who is going to access this website, whoever you are, whatever you're going to do, it's the same thing you can see in every page. Every page you go, whatever you see in every page, it's going to be the exact same. Okay, there is no difference from page to page. It's the exact same stuff. So this is how a what do you call the static website would look like. Clear? The difference between static and dynamic. Static, anyone who accesses the same thing it shows. But dynamic, based on the user, based on time, all those stuffs, the values can get automatically modified. So yeah, if your answers are correct, put half marks each. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. There is nothing good now. Okay, so I gave you do all these three questions for now. Tell me out of 2, 4, 6, 8 marks. Out of 8 marks, how many marks will I get for this? Drop your marks in the chat. Let's see. Okay, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 questions here. Um, no, first let's do these questions. Right. There are 3 questions here. I'll give you 6 minutes to do this question and then 5 minutes to pray. So now the time is basically 52. 6 plus 5, 11. Around 7, 5. 7, 5 is too much. 3, 6, 11. I'll give you exact 11 minutes. Do and come. Do these questions down. Our time as well. And once you're done, you can just go and pray and come. I'll put all of your hands down. Once you're done doing this question, raise your hands up. The 3 questions here. One doubt. Seriously, what this answer told is it true? Yes. In 8 minutes, he will release it. Go and check it. And you very well know that that man doesn't like. Yeah, I was going to play it. Come. You'll just do this question. Once you're done, raise your hands up. Is he going to go abroad? No, no. There was a movie which came recently called Lucky Bhaskar. He got very much um, interested in it. Then there's a dialogue saying, "History remembers how you finish." So he wants to tell that dialogue in his life. So he thought in his peak he can use that dialogue and he can close the lock, tell that dialogue, and disappear. 7 o'clock. Has that man published anything? We should know the first two questions. No, no, all three questions. Roman number four, Roman number five, Roman number six. Where nothing is published. She. Very bad at timing. Hundred and 16 MB. Wow. God bless. One minute past. Bad timing. Exactly. Very bad. Very bad. I can show you. I had video. I got the video just now. But it's downloading. Already 160 MB. Who's going to download this video for 160 MB, man? It's still downloading. Let's see before our class, before we start the discussion, will we get in the video or not? Do we have a class on this Thursday? No. We'll be starting the class back on first week of January, which is on third. Yeah, third, maybe second. Teet. Then for us to come, it will take lots of time. Exactly. Why is it taking so long download? Why can't that bugger just in the video? Maybe download link only is video. I think the status is still updating. Maybe I was waiting for that to be. Did you send the right book? Some of you all got, some of you all didn't. I think there's around 90 books which I had to pack. Other 90 I already packed. You'll be getting it soon, don't worry. You already know everything. Are you serious? I mean, I was waiting for you to get downloaded. I have the file, but I did not still open and check what is it basically. I am so much out there in such that today we have some designing work in the academy. Like designer was supposed to come. After I went to the academy, I know that the design is what you called sick and is not coming. It seems. I have a bad habit. I don't check my phone. I check my phone as a very randomly. So unknowingly, I went to the academy and wasted time there, not reading WhatsApp messages. So I basically am very old people maybe not that much, 55 years people. So I hope you understand. Wise answer wore formal yesterday for class for the first time, and he came late also. Wow, formal yesterday. Or yesterday? Sunday. Why did he have formals on Sundays? Is he really gonna leave? I don't know. I'm also waiting for that video. Still downloading. Yesterday was Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday. Yes. You know, right? It's like, for example, something like this, man. It's like you're going to a house and you're going and asking the, what do you call, the vehicle driver, do you know your owner's bank balance? How will that owner knows the bank balance, man? Just because that bug works with that fellow. Here's the very first video get downloaded. He sent me the video. It's still getting downloaded. Video came up. Oh yeah, video has come. 12.7 MB. For all he has given a what do you call small video. Anyways, I'm going to start. Or do you really want time to go and see the jobless video? Give 2 minutes. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes to go and watch that it comes. Jobless fellows. Let me see that video. It's still downloading. But 5 minutes late. No? Oh, it got downloaded.
Yes, I am going to stop Master Maths LLC. I started Master Maths in 2016, 5 years before the move. In 2020, we launched our official website, mastermaths.lk, and that was the beginning of our online classes. At Master, we always believe our online class students and physical class students are alike. That is one of the reasons we don't do hybrid classes. We want to make sure physical class students get our 100% attention during physical class times, and our online class students get our 100% attention during online class times. We always considered and believed that Master Academy Vallavathar and Master Academy Kolanavar and Master Academy Online are the three main entities of Master. Going forward in that process, we want to make sure that we upgrade the learning experience of all our classes, including our online students. That is the reason we decided to stop Master Maths LLK. That is just to make it bigger and better. At the moment, our classes are happening across multiple platforms. Maths classes are happening through Master Maths.lk, IT classes are happening through Master IT.lk, all our other subjects, the classes are happening through different websites. So from January onward, the students will be able to join Maths, Science, Commerce, ICT, and all the other subjects through this website at one place. The website will have a lot of new features and will give you a more convenient learning experience for sure. So our new website, masteronline.lk, we will be launching this website on this day through a Zoom meeting. We want all of our students through this Zoom meeting because we will be having our other teachers also to explain you about the website, the discounts we are planning to give, the features of the website, and also about some exciting competitions for our online students. So see you on that date.
I already told you all also that day. Only one person was able to guess it. Okay. Out of all that day, I gave in the sneak class, I gave a sneak peek also. I told you all about this bullshit stuff. Okay, and Rizwan was scolding a day. You told no. I was like, no, these buggers are all bullshit people. Brainless people, they will not be able to connect the dots. And like I said, only one human being was able to connect the dot. And that human being is not a student, basically. A human being who saw the recording, but not a student. It was one of my friends. And I was like, is this that kid? I was like, yeah. Anyways, you didn't say that it's a sneak peek. Who was him? Someone's up. I had a guess. Though. That is. Okay, come back to the point. ICT is used for various fields in different ways. Select the correct terminology from the given words to fill in the blanks given below. Right. Health field uses dash to see parts of the body in different dimensions. What is it? Yeah, they could have given the device. Okay, obviously it's a 3D images only. But to get 3D images of your body, what is the device we use? There are two, in terms of scanning your body, we learn two devices. One is a CAT scan and one is a MRI scan. Comparatively, who do you think gives a 3D image, a better, precise 3D image? Is it CAT or MRI? No, actually, MRI is more precise. Practical, if you compare CAT and MRI, CAT scan is like a X-ray. It can scan the bones, all those stuffs. MRI is more deeper. More than X-rays, you have your nerves, right? Don't tell me you don't know nerves, huh? If you don't know nerves, you have to consult a better science lecturer. But you have nerves in your body, right? So you can even capture those nerves by using an MRI scan. So X-ray is just like CAT scan is just like X-ray with the bones, nothing big. But yeah, so answer is 3D image. See, they made the questions so easy. Dash are used to get data to decide on the crop cultivation and harvesting times. More suitable answer there is meteorological devices. So using these meteorological devices, you can get data such as the wind speed, then the temperature, the humidity, all those stuffs, right? So using those data, you can decide whether to harvest crops or is it better to cover the crops and keep all those stuffs using this meteorological device. MRI stands for magnetic resonance imaging. I go and ditch MIT. You could have made MIT the main one. Mass. You know why I did not have class yesterday? Two reasons. One was the main reason, but that reason I can avoid. Second reason is because I can't keep my mouth shut. I'm very bad at keeping surprises. Okay. So that's the reason what you call I can say SS class. So I have an answer for that question. For that question you asked now. But I can't tell that answer now. You gotta wait. Puruma. Puruma. That means this answer is not gonna stop them. He's just gonna stop the website, man. I told it already, no man. Ah wait, you do something for it. I don't know. I gave her hints today in today's class. I gave her one hint that's relevant to the scenario. You can't connect the dots. Don't worry. I didn't believe it from the moment I saw your status. See. Anyways, focus. Website UI will completely change. The website will change. It's not the current website. It's going to be a complete different website. You think I will ditch past ID website and go to a different website, keeping all my features? That will happen in your dreams only. To make that website only, I know how much time I spent. I spent 2 weeks only. That's a imaginary impossible situation. Okay, to make a website it takes time, but master a website I just spent less than 2 weeks. In number of days, if you take 5 days, maximum 5 days. Even though it broke to 2 weeks, the number of days we worked was 5 days. But it's one of the most super powerful websites. You think I'll ditch off that? There's more to come. Wait and see. Have you posted this paper anywhere to get print out? No, after the class is over, I normally share those. Before it's finished, I don't give you the questions. Have you finished all the chapters in theory class? Are they 3 months back we finished, man? We have done recap and in recap also we have finished 2 chapters. See. Can't believe that you gave into it. Nah. Actually, I was thinking as he's gonna stop teaching us. Nah. Do you think that he's doing that because you told that he's one of his one is no. There's different reasons until later. Poruma. Why do you all want to awesome answers? In car production, dash can be used to get an efficient and accurate output. Robots. I'll answer questions later. Dash, which are located in the dash, which are located in the sea, can be used by sea travelers to get information they need. Um, Sensors. Yeah, there are some what you call devices underwater to check like is there earthquake or something, and if there is any earthquake in the sea, that can lead to what in the land. You just answer and tell me if there's an earthquake in a sea, that can lead to what in the land. Not bad. You're good at science. Yes, the earthquake at the sea can lead to tsunami in the land. Okay. So, using those sensors, we can identify, okay, is it suitable to go to the beach now? Blah, blah, blah. Those kind of data, right? So, they are the most suitable answer is sensors. RFID stands for radio frequency identification device. Now, when you come for classes, physical class, you might be getting a card like, where's my first? If you're coming for physical classes, you'll be getting a card like this. Hey, where's my card? Okay, found it. So a card like this. So this is RFID card. You can mark your attendance using this. You can just place this on the reader, which looks like this. And if I scan this card, the data can be scanned, and you can mark attendance. But in your syllabus, you will be learning RFID about marking attendance of cows. That's where you will be learning in your syllabus. But yeah, using RFID, you can scan items, and you can stock management. You can do anything you want. Depends on the plot. But yeah, these are the answers. Got it correct, put half marks each. Even if you go for those no limit fashion bug or these the clothing shops, at the entrance they have the two white color bars, and in the clothes they have like a black color circle. And if you take your clothes out and go, if you try stealing from there, the noise comes. No, it's basically from these RFID sensors and RFID devices. Anyways, any other questions anyone have regarding this question? My actual plan was not to put the video in my status because already I have tons of messages to reply. Where after I put that status, all of them reply and asking, is it true? Is it true? Blah, 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 blah. But unfortunately, I had to. Okay, next. Name two categories of computer according to the size, right? So you can categorize computers based on two things. One is size, other one is based on what? As per what you all have learned, you all can categorize computers based on size and based on, correct, based on technology. Can help locate actual location. No, not Razina. It can't locate the location. I'll tell you a practical example. How it works is, you have these ones, right? In No Limit and Fashion Bugs, you have seen that every clothes there'll be like a black color circle. Entrance there is white color piece, and when you take the clothes outside and go, it'll make a noise. Teet 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 killer. Do you know that scenario? Yes. Now, what do you call if you take animals like cows? They'll have like a small tag tongifiering in their neck like this, or ears, mostly ears. Sorry, not neck. Ears. They don't have a chain, no. Like this, they have a tag. Okay. So just like when you take a shirt and pass the entrance, that teet teet noise is happening. When these cows pass the entrance, so in the farms, what they'll do is the entrance of the farms, they'll have this device used to scan the RFID. So when a cow passed by the entrance and go, the device will scan. Okay, this cow has passed. This cow has passed. So then, in the entrance of the, but normally if you take the farmhouse and all, they keep the farm open where the animals can go out and also define and come. So when the animal goes out and come, now when it's coming back, they should know, okay, what are the animals that came, what are the animals that did not come. So whenever the animal passed by this entrance, this device, this scanner will scan that RFID tag, and okay, this cow has come, this cow has come, this cow has come. Okay, it will mark the attendance. And then at the night, you can see, oh, okay, these cows are missing. Let's go and find them. That's how it works. Got the idea? Just like how that no limit and all work. Again, here noise won't work. but the data that's scanning will be sent to a computer. Next time, don't use that happy cry as an emoji for sad things. And I'm not a person who uses emoji even when. Have you ever seen me using emojis in normal context? It was completely scripted, man. Anyways, can you use it for buffaloes? You are a buffalo, right? So you can check and see if it's working for yourself. Just kidding. Yeah, you can use it for any animals you want. Anyways, okay, Imad, I can give you option to rename yourself if you really want, but too late. That line made me think, void your status. These cows are missing. Let's go find them. What a way to chill out when cows are missing. That's how life is. Anyways, based on size, you can categorize them into, let's say, supercomputers, mainframe computers, mini computers, sorry, yeah, mini computers, and microcomputers. And based on technology, we have three technologies. One is analog computers, one is hybrid computers, see, one is digital computers, and the other one is hybrid computers. So here they are asking according to size. So according to size, you can mention either one of these answers: supercomputers, mainframe, mini, and micro. If you mention two out of them, put half marks each. Anyone having any questions here? Very easy paper, man. Why are they making paper so easy like this? All right. Write down two pointing devices. Give me examples for pointing devices. Let's see your answers. It's correct. Joystick, correct. Mouse, correct. Stylus, there's another name for that. Touchpad, correct. Yes, it's called light pen, correct. Touchscreen, correct. But more than touchscreen, mention some else. Touchscreen is correct, but use a better answer. You can mention touchscreen as well. Yeah, even stylus is also correct. If you mention any of them, put half marks each. OMR is not a pointing device. Keyboard is not a pointing device. It's an input device, but it's not a pointing device. Remote, again, no. A pointing device which should have this one. For example, if you take graphical user interface, in a graphical user interface, you have something called as a pointer, right? You know what is a pointer, right? Which has, if you take a laptop, you can see something like this. So whatever device you can use to control this is going to be a pointing device, right? So using your mouse and using your remote, can you control this movement? Majority of the remotes you can't. Depends on certain TVs they have given that you can move, but majority no can't. So therefore remote we don't take as a suitable pointing device. Depends on the context. Yeah, so half marks each there. Next. Read and mark dash or dash sign in front of the statements. The question is blank. It should be correct or wrong. Barcode reader can recognize characters. Is that correct? What do you think? This question doesn't have enough data. Correct or wrong? When you say characters, what we are referring to here are literally characters, meaning numbers, and letters and symbols. Exactly, alphanumerical values. Numbers, letters, and symbols. These are mainly what we refer to characters. If you take barcode reader, are these barcode reader going to can the barcode reader recognize these characters? Does it scan the numbers, or does it scan the letters, or does it scan the symbols? Does it scan any of the alphanumerical values? No. What does a barcode reader actually scan? The question has the answer, so use your common sense and tell me. A barcode reader scans what? Simple. Barcode reader scans barcode. Okay. So it can scan only barcode, not characters. Got it? So that's a false statement. Next. Line printer is slower than dot matrix printer and it produces quality printouts. Okay. Tell me first of all, line printer, it is an impact printer or non-impact printer? What is line printer? Impact or non-impact? Yes, it's an impact printer. Dot matrix impact or non-impact? Correct. It's an impact printer. What is special about line printer that you learned when you were learning about line printers? When you learn about line printers, you learn only one thing that's special. What is it? Only one special data you learned about line printers. What is it? Exactly. It can print 3,000 lines. It can print 3,000 lines per minute. 1 minute has how many seconds? Has 60 seconds. 3,000 divided by 60 is how much? 50. So in 1 second, it can print 50 lines. Can this be done in a dot matrix printer? In 1 second, 50 lines. Dot matrix, what we have in Cargill's, Hamidiya said, teet, 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 teet. They are all 1 line per second. Okay. So is line printer slow? No. Okay. To take dot matrix, they will 1 line per second. That's why I go teet, 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 teet. Kira putty 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 tama. The line print is fast. So that statement is strong. Next. Blu-ray, DVD, CD represents the descending order of storage devices according to the capacity. Now, descending means big to small. Yes, correct. Blu-ray has a higher amount of storage, then DVD and CD has the lowest amount. So that's actually a correct statement. More than our papers, license paper feels easy. What paper is actually? Second semester. Why have they made the second semester paper easy? Sus. Normally our papers are in the Western province. It's not equal to the defense. What about the quality? Line has better quality. This part is correct. This is wrong. So that's why the whole statement is wrong. Next, serial or USB port can be used to connect the external modem to the computer. Correct. Earlier days we use serial port. Nowadays we have USB port as well to connect modem to the computer. So answer has to be wrong, wrong, correct, correct. Again, put half marks each. Tell me out of, I think I gave already these three questions. No? So that's basically half, half of 1, 2, 4, 6. Out of 6 marks, how many marks did you all get? How to get marks in part 2? Study. Simple. Practice past papers and study. First of all, do past papers by referring, try doing it alone. If you can't find the answer alone, refer the textbook and answer. Once you do at least 1 or 2 papers, refer the textbook. Third paper onwards, you will be able to do alone. And the more papers you practice, the more marks you can score. Simple. Anyways, today's plan is only up to there. If you have any questions, you can stay and ask others, you can leave. Not bad. Sharp 7. Medical. Anyone having any questions? Can I see the answer to the first few questions? Yeah, you can see. Sahil, WhatsApp me also. How to create a website? There's different ways, and depending on the requirements, it changes. Which subjects did you find hard while schooling? Hard while schooling. Single literature and history were subjects that are boring, but that doesn't mean I did not get good marks while I was schooling. It was boring. Nothing was like hard. I just know why I'm not getting marks. I was lazy to study. So I hated those two subjects. It's single literature, not Bhasha. I used to get Bhasha full marks. History and single literature subjects. History was a grade 10, I enjoyed. Grade 11 is what I hated. And it doesn't mean it's hard, it's boring. Saturday R8 was telling emotional videos are the best promotional videos. Wow, what a rhyming. Adiyum idiyum pakapole ippa puriyudu. Do we have WhatsApp group? You have WhatsApp community for paper class and a WhatsApp channel for other announcement. How to do pseudocode easy. Go and watch this YouTube channel, YouTube video. I posted a YouTube video about pseudocode flowchart. Go to YouTube, search for Master IT, and go and click on this and click on this programming part 1, part 2. Pseudocode flowchart, everything is done here. You must feel nostalgic because it's been 40 plus years. Yes, correct. Basha full marks. Huh? It's one less than Angular 50, 60 out of 100 Basha. Basha is easy, man. It will never exceed. If you know the content, it's the same thing as repeating. You should know what is there in Basha and by heart and go. Basha is very easy. It's interesting. Is Rizdan's really going to quit or just a prank? Go and watch the video, man. It's just that the master website is going to be down and there's a new website coming. It's not master maths is down. It's mastermaths.lk is down. As I told you, you're very bad at comprehension. You're very bad at reading and understanding stuff. So you're to improve English skills. Killer. Rachana, how to buy her? Why do you buy her, Rachana? Know the points and jabber, blabber. Your butt skinny in that video. Feels like charter. Yeah, is it? Because you see the video. It's basically 1 year back, 2 years back, technically. Just saw the YouTube tab in your screen. It's 161. Oh yeah, there's a. Actually, that is on me. It's one of my what do you call the copies, replicas which I made. That's why the face looks different. Anyways, anyone having any questions based on what we learned today? You'll ask your unwanted questions. How did you study science for us? I used to brainstorm. Like I had given all my notes as well, right? You can see how I study science. Science is basically completely brainstorming. You should drop me WhatsApp message as well. This is how you study science. You brainstorm stuffs, put everything together, and enjoy. I think 1, 2, 3, 4 lessons together. I might have few lessons like that. Biosphere full lesson in one page. This is how you study science basically. It's very hard to explain how to study science. But the best way is brainstorming and past papers. Anyways, I think I saw all of your messages. Anyone having any other questions related to what we learned today? Oh, unknown data. No, Sahil. This number is not registered in WhatsApp. It is, man. 077 277 9798 master IT. WhatsApp is still loading, I guess. Okay, I'll give you the link for the WhatsApp community. Then I'll join in the paper class. For those who are not there. My voice is gone. I don't know why. Yep, see, I sent you the link of it in the chat and that community. And yeah, get the resources. Anyways, as there's no other questions related to basically this content we did today, I'm going to end the meeting. You can, what do you call, if you have any questions, you can drop me WhatsApp message. Copy the WhatsApp number and save it and then try messaging. Yes, I am good in the meeting. If you have any questions, you can WhatsApp me. Within 3 to 5 working business months, I'll get back to you. Not sure. If a report taker RH. Ah, really? I didn't know that. I invested again against this idea. You all didn't know that. Because in the classes I told you. Anyways, I'm going to end the meeting. Bye bye. Have a nice day.